We have a brand new bomber officer, guys, old Stache. Now, old Stache here, he is going to be a bomber officer, and he's basically an upgraded version of El Cartero. Now, as we know, El Cartero is one of the original Gen 2 officers. He's a very old officer, and he traps people. He deals a decent amount of damage, but the most annoying part of him is he stops units from running away. So he's very, very good when used on a tracking bomber. Now, as we know, this new old Stache is an upgraded version. He has the trap ability, so let's go and look at what he can do. So as we see here, each bombing run deals skill damage twice to a target, damage coefficient of 1100. Now, this also is linked in with the awakened skill, so we'll continue it on here, and deals AoE damage up to 2 enemy troops within the perimeter grids. Now, perimeter grids here for Vanguard or Marty bombers, perimeter grids are the grids surrounding the one target. But for Liberty bombers, perimeter grids are the rings of grids surrounding the 7 bombing areas, which means it's going to be the total around the entire circle, not just, you know, within the range. And it does state here that it is going to be damage coefficient of 1100. So again, this 1100 is going to be dealing not only to 1 unit, but to 3 units within this area. Whenever this officer's troop deals damage, the target is trapped for 2 seconds. Repeated triggers reset the trap duration. So for every bombing strike you do, it's going to be trapped for 2 seconds. Again, this is a very strong officer, just from what I'm reading here. Now, if we have a look here, for example, El Cartero, back then he throws out the flaming pitch, dealing damage coefficient of 1350. So technically speaking, he does more damage on that initial, okay, but he does 20% each less for additional targets. Whereas with the new officer, I do believe there was nothing indicating that it is a 20% less. No, so it's going to be 1100 and then 1100 on to the 2 shared people. So you're dealing a total of 3300 coefficient shared across a potential up to 3 units, which is obviously a lot more than what El Cartero offers. Also, the burning does inflict 100 coefficient. Again, El Cartero is still pretty nice, nothing crazy. He offers some damage resist against tanks and helicopters. He offers some HP and some cruising speed. Now, for the new officer, he offers out here damage intensity of this officer's bomber troop by 15%, and when attacking an enemy troop, the bomber troop's damage intensity is further increased by 15%. Now, I don't fully understand this. It says when attacking an enemy troop, so maybe Raven, if you're attacking Raven, you don't get the extra 15%, not that you need it, but it doesn't make sense. Why is it not just 30%? Maybe I'm wrong here, maybe I'm not understanding it fully. Please, if you understand this a little bit better than me, please let me know down in the comments, because I'm always happy to learn when it comes to the wording of these things. But yeah, it seems to me you get 30% damage, which is obviously amazing, and it's not to just tanks and helicopters, which is what El Cartero has. This one is damage coefficient of 30% to everything. Not damage coefficient, damage intensity to everything. So the next one here is damage resist of 25%. This is huge compared to over here, which is a 30% HP. This is 25% damage resist. So this is absolutely amazing. And finally, we have firepower 35% and HP of 15%. It's a pretty high firepower amount for a balanced skill, which is kind of nice to see that these, although it's a balanced skill, it's nothing impressive and it's only firepower, it's not damage intensity or anything. It's still nice to see that they're slowly increasing the amount rather than, you know, the 10, the 15, the 20% firepower. At least we've got like 35%, something decent. And as we can see here, this is the awakened skill that links onto the first. So with that being said, guys, is this someone you're going to get? Now, if you are a main with the Liberty Bomber, probably not the best option. It's not 100% needed. Potentially, this skill could be used to transfer onto your Liberty Bomber. That would be a very nice skill to have. For example, this skill here would be a very good skill to transition onto maybe a tanking fighter jet, because 25% resist is a pretty decent skill when it comes to protection. But with that being said, guys, I do think that overall, if you are a main of a Vanguard or a Marty bomber, this officer is going to be a huge upgrade for you, especially if you're running more than 1 air unit and definitely more than 1 bomber. This is going to be a huge upgrade. So if you are a main when it comes to Vanguard or Marty, definitely think about potentially getting this officer. But as we know, most people are running Dawn Striker right now with the old school, I say old school, he's Gen 4, but the Lone Eagle. The Lone Eagle and the Dawn Striker is just such a huge damage amount that goes out. And honestly, it feels to me that, again, I've not done the testing yet, but it feels to me that this might not be as strong as that combination, because this is only going to be ultra strong when including units around it. Now, I know, for example, this officer here deals extra skill damage if there is troops surrounding it, but again, this is 2,000 guaranteed on whatever it hits, whereas this here is 1,100 guaranteed on whatever it hits, but if there's more around, it will go up to a potential 3,300, whereas this can potentially go up to 3,000. So technically speaking, yes, this officer is not quite as strong, but if we have a look here, we have a 20% damage intensity instead of the 30. We have firepower of 40% instead of 35 on the other officer, and we have a shield on this officer as well. So with that being said, I do feel like they are kind of as strong as each other. This officer is guaranteed to do more damage if there's no units around it, but obviously if there are units around, the potential for the output of damage is slightly higher on this officer. But again, it's very situational, guys. So let me know down below, is this an officer you're going to be getting? Again, guys, the videos will be returning now. I do apologize, I was obviously away for a while, but we're back. The recording is going to be continuing, and if you have any suggestions of videos you'd like to see, please let me know down in the comments. I read almost every single comment, and I try to comment and reply to all of you. Let me know if there's any videos you want to see, and we'll try and get them done. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.